Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia, Season 3, Episode 3. So yeah, last time we saw the beginning of the camp. Even before they reach the site in which they will train their quirks, we'll learn later, they were training or they were trying to get ready for said camp. This little test that Aizawa put them through, that defeating a bunch of monsters in a forest, and of course we only saw like 3 of them. It was quite interesting to see the way everybody react and the way everybody was ready for a sudden attack. Most of the class wasn't ready. They would just stand there doing absolutely nothing, especially when Mineta was attacked. But perhaps it was because it was Mineta, I don't know. That is a possibility. But anyway, we saw, of course, the 4 that react the fastest was Midoriya, Bakugo, Todoroki, and Ida. Those 4 were, of course, the ones who took action almost immediately. 3 of them because, well, they have experience fighting villains, fighting, of course, the hero killer, and, of course, the villains of that attack the school. And Bakugo because he has an amazing combat skills. My guess is without those elements, they wouldn't be just as fast as, well, they were in the moment. And we figured out that some of the trainees, well, the trainers, not the trainees, sorry, the trainers are thirsty. And I think you know what I meant by that. I hope you meant what I mean by that. But anyway, yeah, let's forget that and just watch the next episode because of course it's going to deal with quirk training, which is something I find odd or hard to put my mind into it, because yeah, how do you train something like that, especially when it's so, well, diverse? But anyway, yeah, I think I spoke enough in the intro, so just watch the episode, shall we? Oh, yes! Oh! Yes, this is exactly what I wanted! Seriously? Yes, that is exactly what I was saying! Oh! Train like crazy? Oh! This is great! This is exactly what I wanted! More Class 1B! Oh! Oh! This is great! Damn it! Oh! This is so cool! Oh! Oh, this is ideal for both! Yes! Resistance, yes! Oh! That is... Oh! Okay! This is the less active, but anyway. Oh! This is... He's producing more and more, of course! Oh! Oh! But wait, where's Midoriya? god, yes! Holy... What the hell? The voice! Everybody's cutesy except that guy. The voice! Oh! Oh, that is neat. Telepath. Ah. Oh, holy cow. Yes. What the hell is he doing? Oh. Oh. So that's how is he training. Oh, poor Midoriya. Yes. Oh, holy cow. Yes, they are. Everybody, they're just... Oh. Yeah, he's true. He's the only one lived. Yes, he is. Holy. That small smile, I love it. Of course it's delicious, you're exhausted. That makes sense, yeah. Like, oh, poor, yes, poor Momo. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Ah, poor Suko. Yeah. Yes, because it's something that you cannot change. Again, this show, it's amazing at how it can change the mood so quickly. Ah, man. What the hell is that? Oh, crap. Okay. The voice. Oh, man! That is Baldo from the freaking Soul Calibur series. Again, these guys. Yeah, this guy is I think the most dangerous one. Scary things. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Holy cow. He's as scary as hell. That worries me. That is scary. That he's good with a knife. Oh, they are not going to take part of it. Yeah, I do. Oh, poor fellas. He's going to be alone? Are you serious? Yeah, he's going to be alone. What the hell? No! No, Mineta! Get the hell away from here! Yeah, God damn it. What's the fuck? Oh, did they get scared? But, yes, exactly! What the? No, this is something serious. Yeah. Yeah, this is something serious. Oh crap! Yes, some of the yes, I knew it. Oh man, they're calling them. Oh, what the? Oh, I think they got the more dangerous one. And this, the bondage dream. Yes. All right, he's alone. Oh, puppy. Ah, come on. Ah, yes. I was reminded of these cliffhangers, of course. But anyway, yeah. Again, it is so relaxing, but then it turned out to be a bigger event. The only I have to say is really, I'm gonna watch this again and be back with my comments. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the third episode of the third season. Yeah, again, the episode is deceiving. It starts very light with the training of everybody from class 1A. Well, before that, of course, we saw for the first time class 1B, which is something I'm very grateful because I really want to know more about this class. Yeah, I know. I have 20 characters from class 1A. And all of them are kind of important. At least they shine in their own way. Not as bright as, of course, the principal characters, but they kind of shine. All of them have their moments, and I should be only focusing on them. But I cannot stop myself from wanting to know more and more about this universe. Because, yeah, when you can create characters so endearing, so well done, You want to know more about this entire universe. And of course, that universe is also inhabited by the class 1B, which is the other important hero class. And you want to know more about them. So yes, I'm eager to see them in action. And I think this is a perfect opportunity because, well, something that is going to happen later on. Anyway, going back. Everybody is trying to train their quirks. Of course, class 1B is kind of scared because my guess is they start a little bit later than the class 1A because, yeah, from what I saw, perhaps class 1A starts like 6 a.m. From what I see, of course, perhaps a little bit later, but it's still pretty early. And I love the different ways they are training their quirks. Todoroki trying to maintain a comfortable temperature in a, well, I don't know how to call it, in a, well, without boiling and without freezing. And of course, he's immersed in that. So yeah, controlling the flames and controlling the ice. My guess is the ice is pretty well controlled, but the flames are another business completely. So yeah, he really needs to train the fire because, I don't know, like 15 years without even trying to ignite the fire, yes, is completely understandable. Bakugo, by expanding the I don't know how to call it, the pores from the sweat, for the sweat, and of course managing his body to accommodate a bigger explosion or more explosion. That is my well, what I remember from what I read. And everybody is training in different ways. I'm not going to repeat every single one of them because we already saw that. Yeah, the one who was missing was Midoriya. I never saw him there. But later on we find out why. He is not training like the rest. My guess is not training the quirk per se, but training his body, which is going to make him more resistant to the quirk and being able to, I don't know, create more space or being able to withstand a lot stronger portion of the one for all. Yeah, but his special trainers are incredibly funny. The Pussycats, and then we see the four of them in action, let's say. I love the three cutesy ones, the three girls. Yeah, all cutesy, all nice. And then you saw the big muscular guy. I don't remember his name. It has to do with some feline. Panther, tiger, lion. I don't remember exactly his name. So yes, I love even the voices, all cutesy, all high pitched voices, and then oh, this enormous voice, and now I'm gonna train and something like that. That juxtaposition was hilarious for me. It was just so funny. And yes, we kind of see their quirks now. One of them can see or understand the information of up to 100 people. The other one can, of course, is kind of a nerve bender, and of course we have a telepath, and the other one who's just muscles. The guy is just muscles. The assault guy. It reminds me of a comic that I saw. I don't remember the comic. If I found it, I'm gonna put it right here, and of course I'm going to link to the original author. So yes, it is pretty funny the way all of them are portrayed. And of course, we saw more training, and even after the training, they don't get a minute rest because now they have to prepare their own food. In this case, curry. And we learned that Bakugo is pretty good with a knife, which worries me a little bit because yes, he's kind of a pyromaniac. He loves his explosions. He is very violent at times. And now he's good with a knife. So yeah, the thought is a little bit scary for me. I don't know what to think about this. But sure, whatever, man. Yeah, the training, of course, well, not the training, the food preparation continues, and everybody is doing their best. They are still using their quirks. In case of Todoroki and Momo, I saw her pulling out a lighter, and of course, Todoroki with his flames. Yeah, perhaps it's not the best curry someone has ever made, but in that moment for them, probably is delicious because they are hungry, they are exhausted, and they just want to rest. Unfortunately, we find out later that four of them, no, I'm lying, five of them couldn't get that needed rest because they need extra lessons because they failed the final exam. I'm really, really sorry for those poor bastards because, come on, after a full day of training your physical abilities, you end up trying to train your mind because, yes, you failed the exam spectacularly. So, yeah, poor souls there. But, yeah, that's a school. Yeah, poor bastards. But anyway, then of course, what the show is pretty good at, they can change the tone of the show itself, of the episode itself. First, we saw all laughs or funny sides, training and all that, yes, but then we got into a sad moment or an important moment, or better said, an emotional moment. In which, of course, Midoriya is trying to understand Kota. Um, they of course the kid doesn't want anybody's help, especially a stranger, because yes, in that moment for this kid, Midoriya is a stranger, and later on, of course, we kind of understand that, or at least I kind of understand that later on. I never thought about that in that moment. So yes, this is an important moment because again we see this side of Midoriya that wants to help everybody. He just wants to be of use to anybody. It doesn't matter if it's a supernatural event like fighting villains, powerful villains, or even a natural disaster. But even the small person, just one person, in this case, this little kid Koda, he's trying to help him. He's trying to make him see that the hero society is a need, is something good that happened to this world. Especially because he has the other perspective. My guess, and this is based on whatever is said and what I saw in the animation, is that Kota has a water-related power. From what I saw later on, and I'm going to explain that in a minute, but first I need to finish this line of thought. Yeah, he has a quirk. He doesn't want to use it to save people or to become a hero for what happened to his parents. Midoriya, on the other hand, didn't have a quirk, didn't know what it was to be just this powerful being that could help other people. So yes, he's trying to give him a perspective, a different perspective. Of course, without saying the complete truth, because yeah, that is a major secret you need to keep for you. So yeah, he's trying to help. Of course, the kid is not having any of that. So Midoriya, seeing that there is nothing he can do in that moment, he just goes away and of course leave the food for the kid. The next day we continue to see the training. Again, everybody is training in their own way, but we saw of course another change of tone in which we go back to the funny side, especially with the 5 who failed the test, because yes, they are exhausted. They study until 2 a.m., which is pretty late, and then you have to wake up at, I think it was 5 in the morning or 7 in the morning, I don't remember exactly, to train again. So yeah, they are devastated. But to be honest, it's their own fault because they get and yes, those who fail when way too confident. Overconfidence was that failed them, because in the case of Kirishima and the sugar guy, I don't remember his name, sorry. They were saying, oh yes, we're going to beat him with our muscle and with our hardening. And that sounds worse than I even imagined. But anyway, and of course, Mina and no es Kinoshima, Kaminari. Sorry, Mina and Kaminari were of course overconfident because yeah, we're gonna deal with the headmaster quite quickly, and boom, they were defeated quite easily too. So yes, and Zero is not overconfident, but of course he failed. Yeah, Zero is the one who is the least guilty in this case. But yeah, they need to train hard, and hard they train. We saw again this small montage of training, and we went back to the preparation of food. in which we have an interesting talk between Midoriya and Todoroki, in which, of course, Midoriya is trying to reason with him. How do I help this kid? How do I make him see that the powers and the hero society is not a bad thing? And of course, Todoroki is seen from an outsider perspective, in which he said, okay, if a stranger come to me and trying to change my ways with only words, that is not going to work. Those words need to be a lot stronger for me to really change because a stranger said so. And yes, he is completely right. Even if you have a terrible habit, or if you are self-destroying your own life, if a stranger comes to you and try to help you, it's hard for you to accept said help. Hell, even from a family member or from a friend, that is hard to accept. But going back to this, for those words to have an effect, you need to take action. You need to make something, to do something pretty strong to back up your own words. And yes, I never thought about this, or at least I didn't think that deeply into that. That when Midoriya is trying to convince somebody that they need to change, that what they are doing is wrong, always he does something that accompanies it words. Yes, in that moment, before knowing full well the true meaning of All Might, or the true meaning of his power, he said something, of course, bravery and all that. When, without even trying, he changed All Might thanks to his actions. When he tried to rescue Bakugo in the first episode, on the second episode, sorry. He tried to rescue Bakugo, and that what changed All Might perspective. And of course, this start all the events that lead to this episode even. When he tried to help Todoroki, he not only screamed words, he not only said, okay, this is your power, which of course was a hell of a strong word or a strong speech, but all the actions he took before that, he pushed Todoroki to the limit that he has to use his quirk, all his quirk, not only the ice portion. So yeah, again, actions speak louder than words. Hell, now that I remember, even against Bakugo, he said, okay, are you crazy? Why are you doing this? And yes, I'm different and all that, yes, in the test, in the first All Might class. Again, the actions he took were a lot different because, yeah, his quirk, he didn't use it against Bakugo, but he wanted to use it to fulfill the test, to pass the test, and to be successful in said test. And of course, this breaks something in Bakugo that make him a little bit more likable, in my case. Because yes, before that, he was completely unlikable for me. But then it kind of progressed. We didn't see that much of Bakugo, but of course, when we saw something, especially in the sports festival, it was a lot better, for me at least. I really started to like Bakugo. So yeah, every time Midoriya is trying to convince somebody or save somebody from themselves, he said something, but of course he take action all the time, or at least all the times the show has been portrayed in the show. Sorry, that is why Midoriya is so successful. And my bet is that something big is going to happen. And my guess has to do with the clouded villain that is just behind Kota at the end. And Midoriya is going to, of course, rescue this kid, and this kid is going to see something different in Midoriya and in the Hero Society. For everything that has happened in the show is just pointing towards that moment. What is that? I don't know. But yeah, it has to be something big and impactful. So, because that kid is completely traumatized for, well, past events. And yes, speaking of that, and later on I'm going to analyze a little bit deeper, we reached the final part, of course. We saw this test of courage that is very common in Japan, is my guess. I don't know if in every camp. I haven't been in a camp like, I don't know, 20 years ago? No, not that much. I think I'm exaggerating. I think I was like 10. I don't know, like 17 years ago? Something like that, around that moment. So yes, we saw that spectacular moment in which... I'm sorry, I'm confusing again, sorry. Okay, yeah, the camp. I never took that test of course when I was in camp, like 15 to 17 years ago. So yes, I don't know if it's a thing for Japan or in every other camp that I didn't go, but yeah, this is a very common trope in anime, the courage test. Unfortunately, the ones who want to take it the most couldn't. Why? Because they need to study. Yes, that is awful for them. They were the most enthusiastic people in there, but unfortunately they could not take part of said event. So yeah, poor fellows, again, the terrible fate they are facing. But yeah, they started the test, and of course it was going to be Class B against Class 1A. The Class B was going to be the scary part, and the Class A is going to be, we're going to try to pass this test. They split up in group of 2. Except for Midoriya, he was going to be alone. I don't know why, but anyway, sure. It's a perfect opportunity for a Chaco, and again, my super mentality. Sorry. Yeah, it was, of course, all the people, and the ones who want to change was Bakugo because he doesn't like Todoroki, and Mineta because he's a freaking pervert and he wants to be with Momo. Thank you for the luck that they did not let him go with Momo from the beginning. Thank you, because yes, he's a complete pervert. And yes, poor Momo, if that was the case. Because yes, even you can see kind of a scare. You can see her very scared in that moment. Because yes, Mineta, it was just in a lost trance in that exact moment. It was, yes, for Momo it should be very scary from, well, having that freaking pervert stalker. No, poor Momo, and I'm really thankful for that Aoyama was the one who get to be with Momo. It will be ideal for Todoroki, but again, those are my shipper mentality, guys. Just, if you don't like it, just ignore it, please. But yeah, now we enter in a very dangerous portion of the episode. And again, an awful cliffhanger. The villains start to move. After, of course, some of the students were in the forest already. So yes, they start to attack. And one of them is just, I don't know, burning part of the forest. Why? I don't know. That will call the attention of so many people if you start to burn in the freaking forest. And the other one is kind of a poisonous gas, is my guess. Yes. This is when the episode gets dangerous. And we saw Toga hiding in the bushes, and they are going to be against Ochako and Suyu. I don't know who got it worst. Because Toga really give me the chills. She looks dangerous as hell. But I don't know if I will be more worried for the guy or guys who get to be against Dabi. That guy is really dangerous in my mind, because yes, he has morals, or at least I think he has morals. But he seems so intelligent, and his morals are the opposite of the hero morals. So yeah, that makes him very dangerous. A very dangerous guy, with his blue fire and all that. But of course, what worries me more is the clothed figure. He's going to attack the little kid because the little kid is just hiding in his secret base. Luckily, Midoriya figured that out. But really, this is going to be the event that changed Kota. That is my bet, because so far that's what has been happening during the entire anime. So yeah, what is exactly going on? I don't know. I know they're going to be attacked, and I know they probably going to suffer some casualties. I don't think the students going to be suffer some casualties, but the Pussycats probably are. And I think we already saw one. The blue Pussycat, I don't remember her name, probably is the first casualty. So yes, this is getting a lot darker than I expected. But now I'm going to analyze a little bit of portion that I really got my attention. First, I don't think Kota hates the quirks per se. He hates the hero society that he believes is just showing off, and that's why his parents die. From what I notice, his parents have water-based abilities. But he doesn't hate his quirk because he has been using it. How do I know this? Thanks to the mark in the wall. Yes, in the first sight, I didn't know exactly what was that. But based on the information that I recollect, and I pay more attention in the anime in the second viewing, I kind of noted that it was wet, or the rock was wet. So my guess, thanks to the ability of his parents and that wet portion, my guess is that he's using his quirk. Trying to, I don't know if train or something like that, but hide said quirk, because I don't think he wants to be a hero now. But my bet is that, yes, I need to use these or I will get crazy, something like that. So yeah, my bet is that he's using his quirk in a hidden place. The other thing I want to speak about is the personality of the Pussycats. Three of them are completely crazy, in a good way. They are exaggerated, they are funny, they are hype and all that. The airbending guy is just so thirsty because she wants a husband or a boyfriend, or I don't know exactly what she wants. The other one, the new one, the yellow one, the one who can analyze people and store information of 101 of them at the same time, I think. It's kind of crazy because she is the more childish of them all. Kind of the funny, the entertaining one. Of course, the muscle guy is crazy because he's just muscles, and it's a complete opposite of what we saw. The cutesy Pussycat name, the cutesy, all of them, and the cutesy slogan they have. But the one who is more center is Mandalay, the red one, the telepath one. So yeah, she's the most centered one because even her presentation is kind of tame compared to the other three. Yeah, I love these different type of personalities that we saw, even for a brief moment, that let you analyze and let you see how a team is composed. So yeah, I really like this world building without wanting to be a world building, or without being just in your face or annoying. I think is the better word, without being annoying. Another thing I really want to see, or I really want to talk about, is the Class 1B. Finally, we're starting to see a little bit more personality aside from Monoma and the Ham Girl. So yes, we're starting to see a different personality in those guys. At least a few of them. Which is, again, something I want to see more and more and more, because this means the world is expanding and it gives you chances for more storylines, so you can see all that is going on in this world of Boku no Hero Academia. Yeah, a great episode, a terrible cliffhanger, which I have to wait because I need to do other stuff. Well, I need to watch other shows, not only My Hero Academia. So yeah, good cliffhanger and a great episode. So yes, I'm eager to see the next one. That will have to wait. And the only thing I have to say, guys, is thank you for your comments. Thank you for your views, for your likes, and your subscriptions. If you want to be a subscriber, please click on the subscription button and on the bell so you can get notifications. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. Oh yes, I forgot to mention something else. This is the first video I record after I publish my most recent video, the episode 25 of the second season of My Hero Academia. I already posted that, and I read some of your comments, and I'm really thank you for all of you for wishing me well, for wishing me the best luck, and of course for welcoming back. Again, sorry for the huge delay, and thank you so much for your support, guys. I'm just so in shock because, yeah, all of your support, guys. Thank you so much, and well, see you on the next video. Bye.